I went up there, I saw all the other amazing cakes, and I got to mine and there was nothing there. There was no label, there was nothing there saying what I'd got. And I thought, gosh, does that mean that my piece was absolutely terrible? As it turned out, it was, because I didn't get a mark. Hey cake lovers, welcome to another video. Today is a story time video. It's about the time that I entered a cake competition and came last and survived. The competition that I entered was at a show called Cake International. Cake International is a show held here in the UK where cakers from all over the world come and they do tutorials, they do masterclasses. There's also exhibitions and stalls normally showing the latest products in the cake world. They also have competitions, and these cake competitions, they're open to amateur and professional, which I think is a really good thing. In 2016, Cake International decided to have their competition at Alexandra Palace, which is literally up the road from where I live. And I thought, you know what, I cannot not enter a competition. It's up the road from where I live. You know, there's no excuses with getting the item there, etc. So I decided I was going to enter a competition, and I looked, they have different categories. So I looked and I thought, which one would probably be the easiest one for somebody who's never, ever entered a cake competition? And they have got a cupcake category. Now, all the categories are very specific. They either have there's a certain theme you have to follow, and also how big it is. If it's out of the parameters, they won't mark it. That's how strict they are. The cupcake competition was a lot easier. It was a lot more, it wasn't so strict, and you could decide on the theme and everything. So the theme I decided was hearts and eyes. I don't really know I can't remember what was behind that. Here are the cupcakes here. So that was kind of my theme. Yeah, so I did the cupcakes. I thought, oh, you know, they came out quite well. I took them up on the day, because if you were entering a competition, you had to make sure you're there by, I think it was 9 in the morning. So I took it up there for 9 in the morning, put it where I was supposed to put it. And then what happens is during the day they judge it, and then on the Saturday you come back and you find out what mark you get. I went up there on Saturday, quite nervous but excited. In terms of what you can get, I think it starts from like a certificate of merit, and it can go all the way up to best in show. And in between you have like, I think it's merit, then credit, then it goes bronze, silver, then best in show. I'm not sure. I went up there, I saw all the other amazing cakes, and I got to mine and there was nothing there. There was no label, there was nothing there saying what I'd got. And I thought, gosh, does that mean that my piece was absolutely terrible? As it turned out, it was, because I didn't get a mark. But at least mine was judged, because I could see other people who had made cakes and it said did not meet criteria, so they wouldn't have got touched at all. They didn't meet the criteria for that particular category. One thing you can do when you've entered a cake competition at Cake International, you can get feedback from one of the judges. So I stood in line thinking, okay, let's get feedback. And the judge took me to the piece, and they looked at what they said is that my decorations were too big for the cupcake. They weren't delicate enough. And I thought, okay, that's fair enough. But another thing they said was that they thought it was a bit macabre because there were anatomical hearts. And I'm like, but that's what the heart looks like, I was thinking. And it's not like I put loads of fake blood and stuff on it, but you know, that's their view. I don't know. And also they said, but one thing they did say I got right, they said my lemon curd, because I put lemon curd in the middle of the cupcake, it tasted really nice. So I got something, but I didn't get anything out of it. 0 points. I don't think I was the only one who got 0 points, because there were people who didn't even get marked because they didn't stick to the criteria, but I got 0 points. So my sort of final thoughts, would I enter Cake International again? Probably not, because I feel that Cake International is very fondant, sugar paste heavy, modelling, chocolate, royal icing. I don't know if they do a buttercream category, because my cakes I do buttercream cakes. I don't do fondant cakes anymore. If you're someone who's an amateur baker or a professional, I think it's a good thing to do, because it can really just test your skills, and it's just something fun to do as well. I know there are people who regularly enter it every year, though because of the continued pandemic. Last year, Cake International was online, and then they were due to be having a show in June, a physical show, but because of the ongoing issues here in the UK, that got cancelled and it's online. But they're looking to do a physical show in August. No, sorry, in the autumn. Whether that happens or not, I don't know, because pandemic. Yeah, so that's my story really. I think the moral is just go and try it. Whether you fail or not, at least you've tried. That's the main thing. Don't be like, oh, I'm too scared. Just try it, and then if you want to do it again, you can do it again. If you don't, you don't, but at least you've tried. That's my story for today. Here's some more other story times for you to check out. Until next time, cake lovers.